Hey, 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 my Facebook fans. I wanted to show you the tapestry that I created while I hung up in my wealth area. If you take your house and you look at it, you look up the bagua, which is the foundation of your health, your house, you can actually do a feng shui on what sections in your house has different things. So just wanted to show that to you just in case. And if you're wondering where I got this beautiful tapestry, not the photo, but just the tapestry, I got that at rosegal.com. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't get any commissions, but I thought that was gorgeous. I loved it. And when you first go to the website, you think they're just doing nothing but clothes, but actually they have some really cool things like this at pretty cool prices. So let's go back outside because, as you know, for my Facebook Lives, I love, love, love to show you my garden and what I've been working on. So if you're just catching this now and you're wondering, who is this crazy lady? Which I could turn around. Hey, I'm Luci McMonagle, and I am the author of Magical Money Manifestations. So if you haven't gotten my book yet, Magical Money Manifestations, make sure you go to Amazon and get my book. And then you can go to the website at magicalmoneymanifestations.com and you can sign up for the bonuses, or you can find out where to get the book. And I just dropped my stylist, so I'm going to turn this around onto my little money tree. Yep, see, that's my little money tree in my wealth area outside. It's called a jade plant, and that's my electric grill, but I've also got a bigger grill there. So, keep dropping my pen. I guess I'm not supposed to hold that. So if you are wondering why I'm showing you my yard, it's because in my book I talk about how to plant new seeds in your garden, which I do it physically, but I'm talking about planting new seeds in your garden mentally. So what I showed on my last live stream last week, so if you missed my live stream from last week, make sure you catch it, because I talk about weeding your garden. And I showed my garden was completely weeded. It was nice and clean. And now I'm starting to put things in there. Now this was oregano that was already in there, but I planted Thai basil. I absolutely love, love, love Thai basil. If you haven't had Thai basil before, it's absolutely fantastic. And it grows really, really well in the Arizona heat. My onions, not doing too terribly bad, not doing too terribly good. And then I put my little blessing for my garden out here. And then I also planted some Malabar spinach. So this Malabar spinach, at first it grows really, really slowly for the first couple of weeks. But then it starts taking off and it'll attach onto the trellis. And then I have some really juicy eggplants that are going to be planted or bearing fruit. So why am I showing you my garden when I'm talking about the mindset? Because our mind is like a garden. And when I first started digging up the soil on my raised garden bed, it was rough. It was really, really hard. It was clay-like, and it was very difficult to work with. I even broke my little trowels working on that. And so if you are stuck in your old ways, if you are constantly reforming your old thoughts over and over again from the past, your mind is going to get stuck in ruts. It's almost as if you're trying to get out of a rut from driving down an old field and your tires got stuck in the dirt. And as you start working through having a new mindset, you're going to have some resistance on moving forward. You're going to have some hiccups, as I call them. And the best way to handle the hiccups is to just start slowing down, taking time out for yourself, being out in nature, being able to just, even if it's just 5, 10, or 15 minutes in the morning, or maybe unwinding when you have a beautiful surrounding. From there, then you start looking at, is this serving me? Is this thought serving me? If it's not serving you, tell it to get out of your head. Now, I do that often. When I start having thoughts and my head starts going around and, what I should have done or what I could have done, or maybe I should have said this better. And all of a sudden I remember, I got to stop, because I'm going to start creating a train. And when the train starts going faster and faster, you're gaining speed. Those thoughts will gain speed. And all of a sudden, before you know it, boom, it keeps coming back over and over again, because it goes in a circular motion like this. And then all of a sudden, you're on the hamster wheel of negativity, negative thoughts. You keep having the same circumstances show up, different people, different faces, but the same premise. And when you stop, you put the brakes on. You breathe in, you breathe. You're able to start slowing down. Hey, welcome to my Facebook Live. This is Luci McMonagle. If this is the first time catching me, I really appreciate you showing up. And my cell phone will not show me that you're making any comments or giving me any hearts. So I apologize. I can't respond to you because for some reason my phone on my Facebook Live won't let me do it. Now it'll let me put on some really crazy things. But anyway, so now what I'm talking about is when you're in that state of moving forward, you put the brakes on. You start asking yourself, is this serving me? Is this helping me? Is this making me feel better? Or is this making me feel worse? And then what do you want to plant inside your mental garden instead? What do you want there? Do you want weeds? Do you want things that overgrow? Do you want things that are aggressive? Or do you want things that are pleasant and peaceful and happy and harmonious? And you get to decide what goes on inside your head. And you get to decide whether or not you want to accept something that somebody else said or not. And when you accept somebody else's thoughts, somebody else's belief systems, as an adult, you get to choose whether or not you want it in there. If you're a child, and a lot of us are still running on the childhood programs, I certainly know I am, and I'm still finding them even to this day after doing 20 plus years of mindset training on myself and with hundreds of clients, thousands of clients, is then you start to get to choose, you get to discern, do I really want to watch the news every single day and honestly start believing that this world is cruel and vicious and there's so much pain and there's just a little bit of happiness, just a little tiny bit of goodness? Or do I want to start focusing on more positive things? Do I want to actually start looking on the internet and looking for things that are good that are people creating? Do I want to accept other people's opinions on this, or do I want to do my own research? And start planting good seeds that you can sow in your garden. Now, one of the most important things to remember is when you start planting good seeds in your garden, you have to pull out the negative seeds. You have to de-weed yourself. You have to open the container to bring in good stuff. And as you start doing this, you will start noticing shifts in your life. Your reality will start slowly shifting. Things will start changing around you as you personally change. And as you start taking more and more control of your life, of your circumstances, of your destiny, you're able to start navigating better decisions, and the better decisions create better outcomes and consequences in your life. Now, there's a few things that you cannot control. Some of the things that you can't control is other people's responses towards your changes. And sometimes you need to let go of negative people out of your life, or if they're relatives, you need to maybe distance yourself or limit how much time you're going to spend with these people, because that will help you immensely. And I'm not saying disown all your negative friends, just maybe put some distance between you, and or put some distance between you and other people who are really bringing you down, and until you get a solid foundation on who you truly decide you want to be. And if it's never occurred to you that you get to decide who you want to be, how you want to show up in this world, I'm giving you permission to do so today. I'm giving you permission to decide what you want in your reality and what you don't want in your reality. And I am giving you permission to be you. To be you, a lot of times people think, well, being me means that I react to all of my emotions, and if somebody makes me angry, I just tell them what I think. That's not really the true you. That's a part of you that has been preconditioned to respond to those aspects. So cleaning up, going deeper on the layers, who is the true you? And how do you get to that authenticity that you might not even be aware of? So start clearing away the lies, looking at what's inside my mental garden. Is this mine? Is this not mine? Does this serve me? Does this not serve me? And when you start paying attention to what your thoughts are every single day, you're actually going to be able to notice the patterns. Now, if you're not exactly sure, how do I pay attention to my thoughts? I've got like 100,000 thoughts whizzing around my head every single day. Well, you'll start noticing that there's a pattern to all of the thoughts that rose around. And in my book, I have little exercises with an index card that show you exactly how do you start tracking your thoughts so you have a starting point. And once you start tracking your thoughts and have a starting point, you get epiphanies, and then you start understanding, and that will start opening the gateways to not only becoming your truthful self, but also being able to start handling difficult situations, because you'll have better tools, you'll have better skills, you'll have a better ability to manage this, to handle this. And then you're going to be able to start doing paradigm shifts in your world, in your reality, and you'll be able to start looking at, how do I manifest things? And how do I want to manifest things? Looking at your surroundings. Do you have things in your surroundings that make you feel ucky? That aren't beautiful, that make you feel uncomfortable, that make you feel frustrated? If you have those in your environment, give them to somebody who will appreciate them. There's lots and lots of charities out there that could use things. Even if you have old ragged towels, you can give those towels to animal shelters so that they can use them for bedding, they can use them for the animals, etc. So even if you have things that you don't think are really good, I bet you if you look a little bit harder, you'll be able to find that, to clean that out. So we're cleaning out our mind, we're planting new seeds, we're cleaning out our environment, and we're replacing it, or we're just keeping it clean from the other stuff. And then we're tracking our thoughts to figure out how we are creating our tomorrows. So I hope you found some value in this Facebook Live. And I hope you are following me. And if you haven't liked my page yet, please like my page. If you haven't purchased my book, Magical Money Manifestations, as of yet, go to Amazon, purchase my book. Make sure you go to Magical Money Manifestations, or you can also sign up for my Wealth in 21 Day program, which is 21 tips on a daily basis. You can go to wealthin21, that's 21days.com, wealthin21days.com, to sign up for 21 tips of manifestations in 21 days. So again, my name is Luci McMonagle. I am the Mystic Wealth Creator and Mentor. I'm a spiritual leader, and I empower leaders to bridge their spirituality with their practicality, to clear their energies from their DNA, their family, their history. And I also help individuals who are truly ready to make their mark on the world to start creating a legacy, to be able to open up to their expansiveness so that they can move forward from the multiple six figures to the seven-figure level. So until next week, abundant blessings.